Echoes of the Watcher, The Portal Unleashed. Part 2, I woke up in total darkness. My head throbbed and my body felt stiff, as if I'd been out for hours. I tried to move, but my hands were bound behind me and my legs were tied to the cold stone floor. The air was damp, heavy with a strange metallic scent. I could hear water dripping somewhere nearby and the faint hum of machinery. The lighthouse. I was still in the basement, or somewhere deeper. "Sam," I croaked, my throat dry. No answer. A faint light flickered to life, revealing a narrow corridor ahead of me. The old radio transmitter sat in the corner, its dials still spinning. But this time it wasn't alone. A figure emerged from the shadows. At first, I thought it was Sam, but as it stepped closer, I realized it wasn't him. It wore a hooded cloak, its face hidden beneath the fabric. The air around it seemed to distort, like heat waves rising from asphalt. "Where's Sam?" I demanded, my voice barely steady. The figure didn't answer. Instead, it reached into its cloak and pulled out something, a small metallic device, pulsing with a sickly green light. It placed the device on the ground in front of me. "Your friend is with us now," the figure said in a low, gravelly voice. "You will be too." Suddenly, the ground beneath me rumbled and the stone floor cracked open. A black void yawned beneath me, swirling with tendrils of mist that reached up like fingers. The device began to hum, and I felt my body being pulled toward the rift. Panic shot through me. I struggled against the ropes, but they tightened, as if they were alive, constricting my movements. "Let me go," I shouted, but the figure only tilted its head. "You were chosen," it whispered. "The lighthouse is a gateway. Few can hear its call, fewer survive it." As the pull of the void intensified, I felt my body slipping toward the edge. Echoes of the Watcher, The Portal Unleashed. Part 3. We stumbled out of the lighthouse, gasping for breath, the cold night air hitting us like a slap. Sam grabbed my arm, pulling me toward the cliffside path. "Keep moving," he said, his voice hoarse. "We can't stop." Behind us, the lighthouse groaned as if something inside it was shifting, waking up. I glanced over my shoulder and saw the windows glowing with a sickly green light, the same light that had pulsed from that device. It wasn't over. "What the hell was that thing back there?" I demanded, my heart pounding. "It's called the Watcher," Sam said, not slowing his pace. "I've been researching the lighthouse for years. It's not just abandoned, it's a portal, a gateway between our world and whatever's beyond. The Watcher guards it. People disappear all the time near this place. I tried to warn you." "You didn't try hard enough," I shot back, but there was no time for blame. Something deep inside the lighthouse rumbled, and I knew it was coming for us. We reached the edge of the cliff, where Sam had stashed an old rowboat. We pushed it into the choppy waters, adrenaline fueling our movements. As we climbed in, the wind picked up, howling like it was carrying the voices of the vanished. We rowed out into the dark sea, the lighthouse growing smaller behind us. I could still see that eerie green glow, now pulsing like a heartbeat. Sam stared at it, his jaw clenched. "What happens now?" I asked, trying to steady my breath. "We can't outrun something like that forever." Sam paused, his grip tightening on the oars. "No, but there's a way to stop it. The Watcher feeds on people who enter its domain, but it can be sealed if we find the original artifact that opened the portal. It's hidden in the caves below the lighthouse, in the catacombs." I blinked. "So we have to go back?" Sam nodded grimly. "We don't have a choice." Just then, a wave rocked the boat, nearly tipping us over. I glanced back at the lighthouse and my blood ran cold. A shadow moved across the water, massive and serpentine, its outline only visible in the moonlight. It circled us once, twice, then disappeared beneath the waves. "What is that?" I whispered. Sam swallowed hard. "The Watcher's not alone. That's one of its guardians. They're coming." The boat jolted again, harder this time, and I realized with growing terror that the sea itself wasn't safe anymore. We were being hunted. Sam reached into his bag and pulled out a crumpled map, his eyes wild. "We have to find that artifact. It's the only way to survive this." The lighthouse glowed brighter, as if responding to the presence in the water. I nodded, gripping the sides of the boat as we turned back toward the shore. The real nightmare had only just begun.